in Nefertiti. I can show you the mystery of all human existence wrapped up right here. There's a guy trapped in hell right here. There's a guy trapped in hell right here trying to get out. He can't get out because Akhenaten has his feet on the door in Nefertiti. This whole thing makes the face of the evil one. The whole thing makes the female reproductive system. This whole thing behind me is the mystery of your existence. That should blow your mind. It should frighten you that someone can look at something like that and see exactly what it is, where Egyptologists for hundreds of years, they have their ideas of this and that, but I can look right at that and draw it in and show it to you. That because I'm not from here. I was carried away captive here spiritually, and now I'm awake in their system. So I can see them. The shadow of adumbration, they count on that you can't see that. They know you can't. You know why? Because you bred with them and you're half asleep, and they know that you're in a subconscious state. They know that the whole world's walking around in a subconscious state, so you're half asleep, and you don't see what that really is. It's like the movie They Live. When he puts the glasses on, he can see clearly what's going on. When he takes them off, he's like, what? Puts them back on, it's the same thing. But I've been given my vision back by the Lord God. He allowed me to have my vision back. And I can see that this is the mystery of human existence. There's a serpent eating the kid in the lap of the queen. You turn the queen upside down, she's a dead sheep with its tongue sticking out. The Vatican's a dead sheep with its tongue sticking out, eating a bunch of angels in the form of a sheep. She's a dead sheep. There's 3 serpents eating a guy on the side. There's a guy trapped in hell right here. There's a girl on her knees being inseminated by a serpent being, and the negative space in between the serpent being and the kid that he's holding. The negative space is the devil. So, how did I do that? Same way I was able to look at the Vatican and tell you it's a big snake wearing a crown. Same way I was able to show you that the mouth of the serpent is a dead sheep, and that sheep is being attacked by a giant insect. Yep. Same way I'm able to show you all this. I'm awake. I'm wide awake in their world, which makes me the biggest threat to this world there is. Because this world's in trouble. This world's under judgment. And those that did this, the ones that did this, the trap they set has become their own. I'm the delivery boy, just so you know. The trap they set has become their own. That should scare the crap out of them, because they know how evil the trap is and just how bad it is. And this is what they're doing to all of us. But now it's their own trap. And me being able to see it even proves it. All glory goes to the King. I'm just a 100% sold out believer in Jesus Christ. And he endowed me with supernatural gifts that are so mind-boggling that the enemy should be terrified. Satan and all his demons, you no longer have a cloak. You don't have a cloak to hide behind anymore. That means your time is up. Bad news is for all the people that think they're Christians and you haven't been converted and you don't have the indwelling spirit of Christ, you just raise your hand and say you're a Christian. That's not going to go well for you. So you may be faced with imminent death. You know how you know you're a Christian? When you're faced with death. I was the night I got saved. I was faced with open that door and you're going to get probably shot in the face, because the guys I was in a high-speed chase with that day, I had to abandon my car. The same guys were parked at the end of the alley I was about to walk into. But the Lord said, open the door. And I knew those guys were there. And if they got me in that alley, I didn't have a weapon. So they would be able to easily just box me in the alley. The door would shut behind me. I couldn't get back in the hotel. And and so I had to make the decision. I want to know the truth so bad. I'm going to go out that door. And the Lord kept saying, Jonathan, open the door. Just open the door. And just shoot a video of the raw data just up here on the walls and just identify everything, clearly. That's the Bernini throne. Those are all God's angels coming in through the window, and the dove, the Holy Spirit in the middle. The whole thing turns to an insect. There's the eye, there's the eye, there's the mandibles. The mandibles are holding, I outlined that in rhinestones in blue. It's the crown that's between the two opposing angels, and that is actually ejaculation out of what's the chair, the chair of St. Peter, which actually makes a penis. And the whole thing makes the female reproductive system: ovary, fallopian tube, ovary, fallopian tube, uterus, cervix, and then that becomes clitoris and opening to the vagina. The entire thing is the female reproductive system, but the entire thing is a big bug, insect, eye, mandibles right here, with the seed in the mandibles of the insect, segmented leg, bent, coming over, follow the motion. That's a bent leg coming over. It's thicker here, it's a bent leg, coming over, coming down to the end. That's like a bee's leg with pollen on it. Now we'll go to the exact other side. Here's another bent leg. There's the bent leg right there. There's the joint, see, bent. And then that comes down to the foot. Now, let's go back. Okay, let's see. There we go. Eye, mandibles, bent leg. Here's the front leg coming over, holding that within its grasp, the whole thing. And that part is made up of the larger female angels that conceal the insect. The big, larger female angels on the edge really conceal the insect. But there it is, large insect coming over, and the whole thing is landing on this sheep. Now, that's a huge dead sheep with its tongue sticking out. It's male and female reproductive systems. When you invert the male, it becomes a female. I have an image I cut out of metal. It's an angel falling head down. And here's all these angels coming into the window, and they're being trafficked into the serpent system. They're being trafficked by Lucifer, the light bearer. He's bringing the light into the system. He's trafficking angels into the system. I put a picture of me right here with the dead sheep behind my ear. You can see the tongue sticking out, it's pink. The closed eye, one ear, other ear, eye, nostril. And it's also, depending on how you look at it, it's like drooling because it's dead. Interesting, some person drew this of me and handed it to me. I saw it right away when I confronted them. They said, "Do you know who you're speaking with?" Like some out of a horror movie. That's all on YouTube, Kleck Files. Here's another picture someone else drew of me. Notice how he put my eyes are closed. He made my eyes closed. There's a dead sheep on top of my head with the tongue sticking out and a goat. I will judge between one sheep and another, separating the sheep from the goats. Matthew 25. So here's a dead sheep on my head on this one. When you turn this one upside down, it's over there. There's a serpent eating me with its tail wrapped around my neck. I'm able to see all this. This guy has a tattoo of, you see the big dead sheep on his back? There's the nostril of the sheep. There's the lip, the line of the sheep, nostril. There's the eye of the sheep. There's the ear of the sheep. That's an angel kissing a woman that's Eros and Psyche. But if you look a different direction, it's something different. Here's another tattoo on a guy's back. The whole thing's a dead sheep. There's the eye of the sheep. There's the ear of the sheep. There's the nostril of the sheep, the line in the mouth of the sheep. So that's a big sheep. The ear, the eye, nostril. But it's also a tattoo of a guy, a demon yoked together with an angel, and the demon becomes a scrotum and a penis coming down. I've colored it in different colors so you guys can see it. I'm just showing you the data that's on here. The Lord told me my skydiving number for my D license, which is Master Skydiver license. He said it was very important. 19644. He said apply the language of angels to it, knowing that 19 means to slaughter. So right here, 19644, 19 is slaughter, and 644 is the shadow of adumbration. I wonder what the odds are that I'm the guy that is on the planet that the Lord showed something this unbelievable to. I'm the guy that is slaughtering the shadow of adumbration. Anyway, so I'll show you up here now. There's a guy's eye with a worm in it. That's a scene from Prometheus where the guy looks in the mirror.
You're getting the point by now. Let's get back to Jonathan.
I'm against you women who hunt the souls of men to make your pillows fly like on a wasp nest. And in here is an upside down angel, because that goes to one of your eyes. One of your eyes goes to the abyss, to your own worm, and your worm is keeping a record against you. So when you die, your energy goes straight to that worm, and you are transformed into a locust from the pit. There's a locust coming out of the abyss. That's in the Vatican. And then that represents you in the slave collar with the beast system. I did the beast in blue. We're going to get real close, tight images of that, but I just kind of want to show you the system. One of your eyes goes to the abyss, to your own worm. That's why it's in Justin Timberlake videos. It's in Job chapter 25. It's in Psalm 22. What is man but a worm? So one of your eyes goes to your own worm that's living off you, feeding off you every day of your life. That demonic presence. I'm against you women, the female entity that hunt the souls of men to make your pillows fly. Like once that worm transforms, this opens up and they fly out, just like the pit is going to hatch and fly out. Here is like a serpent being coming out of hatching from a cocoon, and he is looking at his reflection in the water, and he's in a canoe. This is a $20 silver piece that I have from Canada. I'll show it to you right now. I'll just put it in front of the... That is a $20 silver piece from Canada, and the reflection of the alien is human. Think about that. It's not an alien, it's a serpent being. They use the host body to hunt the souls of angels. I'm against you women who hunt the souls of men to make your pillows fly. And so this is a doppelganger, has his own connection to whoever this guy is above ground. He's using his energy to hatch. That's what this is. Just like Prometheus, that worm, your attachment to the pit. The second you die and you haven't been converted, that worm gets your essence. It goes straight to that worm. Your energy goes straight to that worm, and it finishes the job of assimilation. Let me show you that. So this is in the Vatican. This is the list of popes, one of the most evil things I've ever seen. The Lord told me I had to outline it in rhinestones. I thought maybe I'd lost my mind. But then I'll show you a little video clip where he communicated it to me after I had already told someone, yeah, the Lord told me I have to outline all this stuff in rhinestones. Why would he want me to do that? That's so I could see the shadow of adumbration and everything would pop out and be all 3D. Look at that 3D bug. I mean, that is insane. That is literally insane. Now, the Lord told me to do this all in rhinestones. Here, watch a little video clip how he confirmed it when I was at Hobby Lobby. Look at that 3D bug. I mean, that is insane. That is literally insane. Now, the Lord told me to do this all in rhinestones. Here, watch a little video clip how he confirmed it when I was at Hobby Lobby. He said, the slave collar is the beast system. There it is. So that's you. You're in the beast system. You see the little yellow devil horns that you have? Well, those end up becoming the mandibles of the locust that you get turned into because you're in the beast system, which is the host body. You see that fetus right there? That's a fetus. Look at the eye. It's like a dimension. There's another fetus, another eye. So it's a twin system, and you see their bodies go down. Let's see, watch this. You see how the body goes down to the base, and then this is the link of the slave collar with this like peg going through it, and it's a worm. The whole thing is like a fetus and a worm and a peg to the slave collar, holding the slave collar shut. And so when you die, so that's you, you're attached to the abyss through the host body. And then when you die, your worm gets your essence, and then boom, you are assimilated into a locust from the abyss. I put some locusts here with tails like scorpions. I've done some, we'll see a little more on this. I'm going to be a little more detailed. But there you are coming out of the abyss as an enemy of God, the new army of God to make war against the Lord God. That's why Megan the Stallion has a video, Mamushi, which is a venomous serpent. And the serpent all through the video is killing all the men, and then it turns the men into the army of the dead. That's the same thing. That's in the Vatican. That's you. You're, okay, in the building is a snake, and the snake, in the mouth of the snake is eating angels. A big bug is eating those angels. And when you stand back from that giant window with that bug eating what's coming out of the penis, here is, when you step back, the whole damn thing is a giant bug. Let me turn on the lights. Here we go. So the window, which is all the angels coming in forming the dead sheep, turns into a penis, and a giant insect, when you stand back, is harvesting the semen, with the sperm, because those are the little lights that the insect eats. Satan is the king of the insects from the abyss. Satan eats light beings. Did you know there's a thing that shows the pharaohs that they lived off the milk of light? I remember it's in one of the folders. The pharaohs were considered to be gods that lived off the milk of light. Yep, see about showing it to you. Anyway, so isn't it fascinating that there's a bug eating what comes out of a penis? Did you know that in the Sistine Chapel, which is part of the Vatican, here is Minos, and his penis is being eaten by a serpent, because the goal of the system is to destroy male energy. And there, this guy's turned into a soy boy. He goes to Starbucks and gets a soy latte every day. And then his penis and genitalia are being eaten by the serpent. And she's got a clogged toilet. This is bad. This is not good. So there's a serpent eating that guy. Check it out. There's a serpent that was put on a picture of me that someone drew of me and handed it to me. It was on a piece of wood, a guy named Marcel, and he put a dead sheep on top of my head. There's a sheep upside down and a goat and a serpent eating me. Well, that's what here's another image of me someone else drew. There's a dead sheep behind my ear, and there's a serpent eating me as well. Let me just zero in on that. There it is, where I haven't really drawn in much for you. You see the serpent going up with the sheep going in the mouth and the throat of the serpent. Now I'll just show you up close. Watch this. There I just drew in the serpent all the way. And so the mouth of the serpent, there's a line right there, and the sheep has gone all the way into the throat of the serpent. It just depends on your ability to perceive it, because I can see the fang right there, and then there's that line right there, which is the serpent's stretched out mouth with the sheep all the way in the throat of the serpent. I see it because, again, the day spring from on high visited me and has taken up residency inside of me. And I can see all this because one of your eyes goes to your own personal worm. That's what the entire world's all about. So here's a very clean shot of it. Very clean shot of the list of popes. Those fetuses, look at the umbilical cord. See the umbilical cord? Let me zoom out a little bit. The umbilical cord goes right there to the side of his head. Another umbilical cord goes to the other side of his head. That's crazy. A collective consciousness, double consciousness. Cleanse your hearts, you double-minded. There's double-minded fetuses. That's insane. It's literally insane what we're looking at here, guys. And then when you turn him upside down, that becomes the locust. So now you have been assimilated to a locust from the pit, and Satan has got you. Satan is the king of the locusts from the abyss. Now it's proven biblically. The Lord has let me prove to you what is going on in the abyss and what the world's all about by using pictures people have done of me. The Lord told me my skydiving number was super important. It's D19644. And the Lord told me to read it this way, 19 and then 644. So 19 means to slaughter the shadow of adumbration. Now here's an interesting thing. Here's a picture of me before I got saved. It's interesting, I'm stuck in this light here. Not a bad